All right, last up on this chapter section on solving equations with variables on each side. This corresponds to page 99 in the textbook. It's a standardized test example. So that write an equation. So here we go. It says find the value of x so that the figures have the same perimeter. So we got two figures here, and we're assuming, or asked to assume, that these are going to have the same perimeter. And so I guess first off, we need to think about, well, what is the perimeter? Well, the perimeter of a quadrilateral, and that's what we see here. We've got two objects. They have four sides. And the perimeter of a quadrilateral is the sum of all four of the sides. And in a rectangle, which is also what we see here, we would say that these two sides, put this in a different color here, that this side is congruent with this side. In other words, if this is x right here, well, this must also be x. And if this side has a value of 6, then this side must have a value of 6. And the same thing would be true with this second rectangle that we see. If this side has a value of x, well, then that one's going to have a value of x. And if this side is 2x plus 2, well, then this side is also going to be 2x plus 2. And if they are the same, they would be equal to each other. So let's write this like this. For these to have the same perimeter, we could then say that 2x plus 2 times 6, in other words, here's an x, we're adding those together, 1, 2, 2x, and we've got two sides that have a value of 6. We don't know what the unit of measurement is, 2 times 6, and that is equal to 2 times 2x plus 2. We've got two sides that are defined as 2x plus 2 plus 2x again. So we have an equation with variables on each side. Let's work left to right. On our left-hand side here, we just simply still have 2x plus 2 times 6 is 12 equals, and I'm going to distribute this 2 to the 2x and to the 2. So 2 times 2x is 4x, 2 times 2 is 4, and plus 2x. Well, let's see, on the right-hand side, let's combine some like terms. We've got some variables that we can combine. So we've got 2x plus 12 equals 4 plus 2x. 4x plus 2x gives me 6x plus 4. All right, now, let's get our variables on the left-hand side, our constants on the right. And in order to do that, I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides. And I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. Getting ready to isolate the variable. Well, 2x minus 6x is going to give me negative 4x. And that's going to equal, because the 12's here are going to cancel, and the 6x minus 6x is going to cancel. And I got 4 minus 12, and that is negative 8. And now we're going to divide both sides by negative 4, such that x is equal to 2. Well, let's see. Let's go back in here. So if x is 2, then that's going to be 2, and that's going to be 2. And the perimeter of this is 2 plus 6 is 8 plus 10, 16. Perimeter is 16. Over here we got a 2 and a 2. And here we got 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. and which means over here on this left-hand side, 2 times 2, 4 plus, okay, it's going to be 6. And we can see that, in fact, both of our perimeters are going to be 16 when x equals 2. Shazam!